Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live. Welcome to today's stream, which is the finale of the Lighthouse. So if you joined me last week, we kicked off the LEGO Ideas Motorized Lighthouse and we built bags 1 to 5, and we ended up with this as the end of our product, which is sort of the ground level with a cliff. We had a nice dock here with lighthouse keeper, and as we spun around here we also had a little cave which has a little treasure chest, and then we finished off building the battery compartment and the motor underneath all of here. And last week, if you remember, I didn't quite have the batteries, so I have actually put the batteries in since our last stream. And it's good to know that actually the light switch, or the switch for the motorised lighthouse, is actually inside the cave. There's a little lever here that you flick down. Hopefully you can hear the motors on now. So I did test it, and you can see maybe at the top here, I'll just put the lights on, that it does light up and it does spin round, so you see the lights on there. So we should be good today. So we're going to continue today and finish the whole thing off. So we're going to start from bag number 6, which will then start to put the actual lighthouse together on top, and we'll get the big sort of tower and the little house as well that goes with it. And our first bit in bag 6 is actually building the house and putting that together. So we're going to crack on with that. It's also worth noting that next week our stream is going to be for Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Idol as well. So join me next week for that. That may be a 2-stream set as well, because I think it's about 1600 parts, so probably do that over next 2 weekends as well. So I'll put that up live after this stream, so you can favourite it and look out for that. So let's go into zoom mode then, crack open bag 6, and we'll start building the actual house that's going to sit on top of our build here. Hey Carol, welcome to the stream, hope you're well. Nice weather for walking dogs today, in the UK at least. So we're going to need an oversized part as well for this. We've got this in the bag. That's going to be the base of our house. I say house, I suppose you call it a house. It's part of the lighthouse. It's where the lighthouse keeper's going to live. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. I'm good, thank you. Hope you're well. So let's get all these parts out. And then we're going to start with this as our base plate. So first off, we get a 1x2 masonry brick in dark tan. It's going to go in the corner. Then we're going to do like a doorstep kind of situation. We get a 2x4 plate. Going to stick a 1x4 dark tan tile onto that, and then we're going to stick another 2x4 plate on top to give us a bit of a stepped view. That's going to go next to our brick at the top here. There are 2 manuals, you remember from last week, so this is still finishing off the first manual before we move on to the second one. Then we get 2 of these 2x2 modified bricks, and with studs on the side. Just stick these on the sort of step. I think it's going to actually be a fireplace this, but it's in a step at the moment. Then we need a 1x4 white plate. We also have a 1x1 white brick. We'll grab a grill piece as well. And we also have like a semicircle tile somewhere. There it is. It's going to go. Our plate's going to go across the back of our modified plates. 1x1s in the corner. Then our little grill in front here. And then finally our sort of semicircle tiles going in front of our 1x1 like that. Then we get 5 1x4 dark tan bricks, and we'll get 5 1x2 masonry bricks in dark tan as well. And we're just going to add these now around. Going to grab hold of 18 Disney minifigures at midnight tonight. So I'm going to order those from lego.com. We'll see how many doubles I get when it turns up. So just placing these around the walls here to close off this base of our house. Make sure 1x4s and the masonry bricks to show some stonework. Then we get a 1x2 Technic brick with a hole in it. We get some white masonry bricks, which probably, I think this is the first set I've had white masonry bricks in. I think they came out in the Queer Eye set. which I've also got to build actually, which I haven't got round to yet. And we've got a 1x1 with 2 studs on the side. That goes in the corner to start us off. Then we have our white masonry bricks go on next. Then our Technic brick goes in the middle near the fireplace. Another masonry brick and another one just around like this so far. Then we get 2 1x4 bricks, a couple of 1x1 white bricks, and then we have another one of these 1x1s, studs on the corner. He's going to go across this side of the house, and the corner one goes in the corner of the house. Then we're going to build the fire itself. So for the fire we're going to need a jumper tile in black. We have another grill piece, and we have 3 trans orange 1x2 plates. We're going to stick the trans orange pieces on our jumper tile, then add the other 2. Then we stick the grill on the end. That forms a sort of fireplace. And then we get another corner brick. Stick that into this corner here. And then we can attach the fire on top just like that. Then we're going to add some logs. So we've got something for the fire to burn. For that we get a cone piece. We have a normal 1x1 round plate, and then we have 3 tiles with the printed log effect on the side. Then we've got a 1x2 with the round end somewhere in reddish brown. Where is it? There it is, on its side. So we're just going to stick our plate on there first, then we'll stick our log effect on. This is going to make it look like a stack of logs on its side. That's going to go into our side of the fire there. So we've got a stack of logs, and then we'll add another log piece on top of our cone piece, and that's just going to sit next to the fire on that side. Then we're going to add a set of drawers. So we've got one of these container pieces. We have a medium nugget drawer that's going to go into the top, slot like this. We then get a tile in tan colour, plain one, and we've got one of our stickers that need to go on. Sticker number 4, which is like a kind of a treasure map type piece. So I'll give you a bit of a close up. That's what that piece looks like. That's going to sit on top of our set of drawers like this. We'll then also sit a coffee cup on a stud on the side, and in our drawer, if I can get it open, we're actually going to stick a 1x2 printed tile in tan colour, if I can find it, that's going to have an envelope with a wax seal on it. Where is it? I can't see it. It'll be staring me right in the face. Tan coloured. Definitely can't see it. Let me check it's not still in the bag. Nope, should be there somewhere, I probably just can't see it. I'll stick it in the drawer when it pops up in a second then. So this is going to go in the corner down here, but before we put that in we get a, oh there's the envelope, underneath another, it's underneath a piece. So we've just got this envelope we'll stick in the drawer, like that. And then we get a 1x2 that's going to go in the corner, and then we'll stick our cupboard next to that like so. Then over this side we're going to get 8 1x1 round plates. 8. We'll pair these up. So stick 2 together. Maybe the legs for something. And we're going to stick one set in the corner. Then have a 1 stud gap, another set. Then copy them on the other side of the room. Just like that. Then next to that, so we're going to get 4 reddish brown cone pieces. They're just going to go next to each other in a 2x2 formation. Like this. So we've got that now in the corner. Then we're going to add another layer of bricks, I think, around the wall, and also we'll get a 2x2 round piece with a stud on it. I've got a feather stuck in here, let's get that out. That's going to go onto our cone pieces to make like a table or a little stool. And then we're going to get a 1x6. We've got a couple of 1x4s in white. A couple more of these 1x1s with 2 studs on the corner. And we have a sand green 1x1 with 1 stud as well. So we'll stick the 1x6 over this side, and another one of these 1x1s with 2 studs, 1x4, then our sand green, do the same over this side, and our sand green at the front like that. Next up, we're going to make a bed, so that's what's going to sit in here, so our lighthouse keeper can sleep somewhere. So we get a 1x6 plate, and we're going to stick a 1x3 plate underneath it in the corner there. Then we get a 2x6 plate. Then of course we put a 1x3 at the other end. Gives us the base of our bed to stick on our legs. Then we're going to stick a 1x3 jumper in tan, 2 of those next to each other, ready for our pillow. We get a yellow 1x4 plate, runs down the middle. Then we'll do the pillow, so we get a 1x2 plate in white on one of the jumpers, and then we've got a 2x2 curved piece which then forms a pillow at the top. And then now to do the quilt, we're going to have a checkered kind of quilt, so we've got these medium blue cheese wedges, 4 of these, and then we've got 4 white cheese wedges as well. These are going to be the edges of the duvet, so they go on. Whites on first, then our blues, whites again, then our blue pieces as the edge of the quilt, and then we need to put some tiles down the middle. So we've got our, as it's checked, they're going to be on different colours to the edges. So that's our lighthouse keeper's bed with his little blanket on, and that's now going to go onto those 1x1s we stuck on there. It's got a bedside table there now, like that. Then on the bedside, he's actually going to have a little candle, I suppose, or a lamp. So there's a 1x1 with a handle. Then we get a 1x1 round with the pin on top. Then we're going to stick a flame into the top of that. It's one of those candle holders. It's going to stick on that bedside table like that. Then we're going to add another row of wall bricks to it. So we've got some 1x4s. And these cutaway pieces, 1x1 with studs on the side, and then 3 1x1 white bricks. Stick these 1x1s with studs on the side in the corner again, then a 1x1 either side, 1x4 next, 1x4 there. Then we have a cutaway piece that's going to go across here like that. 1x1 goes on there, and another 1x1 with studs on the side going onto that. Then on top of this stove we're going to get a 2x3 plate in black, stick a 1x2 black jumper on that, on the end, then a grill piece, then a white 1x2 plate, then we can stick a teapot on that jumper tile. If I can find the teapot, there's the teapot, right there. Let's stick that on the front there, so he's making a cup of tea, of course, to stay warm. It's probably quite cold. And then we're going to stick another white plate on the back of that. That's going to go across our sort of fireplace here. So he's warming his tea up on the fire that we built earlier. Then with that done, we're going to add another layer of walls around this side. So this time we get a 1x2 with 2 studs on the side, a couple of white masonry bricks, another cutaway piece, and a 1x1 with studs on the side. So that goes in to the corner, then our cutaway goes around it, then a masonry brick, 1x2 with studs on the side, another masonry brick, and I need another 1x1 that goes on, gives us that into that corner. Then we'll do the wall around this side again to build this up. So for that we need another 1x2 with studs on the side, need a masonry brick, 2 Erling bricks in light bluish grey, a couple of 1x1 white plates and 1x1 white bricks. Then we're going to come down this side, so we start off with sticking the white plates onto our Erling brick. It goes on there. Then we do another one. Going to leave a 2 stud gap between those. Stick that in. Then a normal 1x1 brick. We have another one with the studs on the side again. Masonry brick goes on. Another 1x1. And our 1x2 with the studs on the side. Next up, we're going to get a tan coloured 1x6 arch and a couple of 1x1s in white. We stick these either side of this sort of doorway here, and we'll stick our arch on top like that. Then we have a 1x2 with an upward facing bar plate. We have a couple of 1x2 white plates, some more of these 1x1s with studs on both sides, a 1x4, 1x2 with studs. We're going to stick these plates together, so the white ones together with the 1x2 and the bar. That's going to go on this side, and our 1x2 with studs on the side goes next to the arch. Corner wise we stick these on as usual, and then on this side our 1x4 and our other 1x1 with studs on the side. Then we've got an arched dark green window with a black insert and a couple of 1x1 white bricks. This is going to go over this side near our bed. It goes between the 2 Erling bricks. Then we're going to add the 1x1 bricks either side of it like this. Then we get 2 upward facing of these longer brackets and also 4 1x1 plates. We're going to stick the 1x1 plates into the back of the brackets, so in 2s. There's one, and do that to the other one. And these are going to go next to the window, either side. Looks like that then on the front. Then we have a 1x4 arch piece, 1x4 normal brick, another 1x2 with studs on the side, another couple of the 1x1s, normal 1x1s in white as well, and another sort of cutaway piece. So now we're going to fill out this back part. So we do the cutaway first, across here, with our 1x1 and studs on the side, another 1x2 with studs, and a regular 1x1, 1x4 on this side, our other corner piece, Then our archway, of course, goes across our window, and that was it, I think. So we end up with a dark green window on this side. We just built up the wall at the back. Then we get two 1x4 plates, just going to stick them together in white. They go across the back of sort of the chimney here. Trying to do it without knocking the top of the stove off. Just goes across on that side. Then we get a 2x4. We're going to stick a 2x4 slope piece on top of that, and then we'll stick a white double cheese wedge, which I've seen somewhere. There it is. Also into the middle. Create something like this. That's going to go on top those two pieces that we just stuck on, overlapping like this. Then we have a 1x4 larger arch piece. We have a feather and another 1x1 round with a pin, and we have a 1x2x2 brick. We'll stick the feather into our pin piece. That's going to go just onto our table that we stuck in earlier, just down there. Then we stick our large arch over the stove like this in the corner, and then our 1x2x2 goes next to that like this. Then we get four regular 1x1s in white. We've got a couple of sand green ones with one stud, and then another couple of tan ones with two studs on. And we'll just build the front parts now. So as usual, these ones with two studs going each end. Then we've got a normal white 1x1. We're going to leave two stud gap. Then our sand green goes on to make room for these windows. Then we're going to stick at the front. So the front looks like this. Then we'll stick our windows in. So dark green windows again. We've got these black inserts, crisscross style. So we've got two of these to go in. We have another couple of 1x1 with two studs, 1x2 with two studs, cutaway piece, and a 1x1. So we're going to stick the green windows in, those gaps that we had over this side. Next to those we get our 1x2 with studs on the doorway, like that. Then we have a cutaway piece that goes over in this corner, 1x1 with studs on each end here, and then we finish off with a 1x1 just in the corner like that. Then we get some 1x6 bricks. We've also got a Technic brick with a cross hole in it and another couple of 1x1s with studs on, and these are going to go across the back section here. We then stick the Technic brick in the middle of the archway, another 1x6, and then our corner bricks like that, so you can see how that looks. Then we're going to put a little shelf in. So for the shelf we're going to get a bracket piece, reddish brown. We're going to stick a green bottle on that and a yellow cheese wedge, which is acting as a piece of cheese. It's going to go into the studs that are sticking out on the side of the wall on this side. So we've got a little shelf there with some maybe cheese and wine. And then we get a 2x3 tile, and we're going to stick another sticker on here, so number 3, which is a picture of a family at the lighthouse. Goes on like this. There's a little note here that says this sticker was inspired by a private photo from Sandro from a family trip to, which I can't pronounce, which probably says Gaspesi, something like that. In the Lego version we added Sandro's mother to complete the photo. The original photo from left to right is Sandro, Sandro's father, Sandro's brother, private photo from family trip. This is actually the designer that designed it, sort of a mock-up of their family outside and that's going to go on the other, above the bed, just on the other side over there. So now we're going to continue building out the wall on this side. So we've got a couple of these sloped 1x2 bricks, another 1x2 with studs on the side, a couple of medium nugget 1x1s with clips. Yeah, Brandon, back to reality for most tomorrow. Luckily in the UK we've got a bank holiday tomorrow, so there's no work for us. And we've got a bank holiday next weekend for the King's coronation, so we've got quite a few this week, which is nice. 4-day week at work. So just adding that above the stove there. Then going into those clips, we're going to have a saucepan. We've got a printed tile with a clock on it, and we have a fork. Minifigure fork. So we're going to put the fork in the clip above the stove and the frying pan. And then the clock's going to go on this 1x2 with studs on the side there like that, so you can see the detail there. Then we're going to get a 6-length bar. We're going to stick that into a 1x1 round. That's going to go by the door here. Not quite sure what that is, but it's just going in over this side here. Feel totally firm, but go with it. Then a 1x6. Then we've got a couple of dark green tiles and a couple of dark green quarter tiles. 1x6 is going to go across our window side here, and then on these studs here we're going to stick our 1x2 dark green tiles, trying to do it without smashing the whole thing up, and then these quarter tiles to give it like a, these are some shutters I guess that we could use to close the window up. So those have gone on. Then we need 2 1x4s, got a couple more 1x1s there, and 1x1s with clips on as well. So this is going to do the front. So as usual, put these in the corner. 1x4s go across above these front windows, and then our 1x1 plates. So now that clips in that side. Stick another one that side, so that bar's now clipped into that clip there. And on this clip on the other side, one of these brooms, which is a bit like a witch's broom, that clips into the other side like that. Then to finish us off for this bag, we get a 1x6. We're going to stick these 1x2s with the round ends in. And it goes across our doorway on that side. Quite a few extra parts in this bag, but that's the end of bag 6. So we'll crack open bag 7 and finish off this little house. Only quite a small bag for this one. Only one bag in 7, full of tiles, a few plates. This is the last bag in this part of the manual before we open up new ones. The next one we're going to put tiles all the way across the top, like we do on modular buildings. So we need a couple 1x8s. We've also got some 1x4s. We've got 4 corner tiles as well. And where's another one? I need one more. There it is. And we've got 4 of these ingot bullion bars, I like to call them, tiles as well. So see, the corner tiles go into each corner of our little house. Then we've got our 1x4s modified with 1 stud on, 2 studs, sorry. Then we stick our 1x8 across the doorways, and then in these gaps we just stick these William bar tiles. So that's that top tiled up. Now on the outside where we've got all these studs showing, we're going to do like a brick effect. So for that we're going to need 9 more of these William bars. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, and then 9 1x1s as well. So we've got 5, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to put some across this doorway. Then we'll stick the 1x1s next. Then over on this side, we're going to do the same sort of thing. Some of these might need straightening up a little bit. They're going to look a bit wonky. Then we do the same on this corner as well. This may drive some people's OCD a little bit crazy, trying to line these up. So we do that first, then we're going to add a doorstep here at the front. For that doorstep we're going to get one of these 1x6 curved ends, and we're going to add these 2x3, should be 2, am I missing one? Oops, underneath there. Put 2 of these on, and then we've got some corner tiles as well. Either side here, and then that's going to go in this doorway here. Using witches broom out of the way. So just squeeze those tiles on for a doorstep at the front. Yeah, Brandon, the Donkey Kong set looks pretty cool. We've got 5 more of these, and we're going to do 5 1x1s as well. And we'll do the other side here at the front. Same pattern as we did before. Never sure about where you attach these kind of tiles on one stud, because it'll be forever straightening them up. That one, so that's that corner done. You see how that's coming together. And of course we need to do the other side, so we do this corner as well. Another 5 of each. 5 of those, 5 1x1s. that's that corner done there, and then we do our last corner over this side, but this time we need 9 1x1s and only 1 of the bullion bar ones. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And so our only 1x2 goes on here, then the rest of these are going to be 1x1 tiles this time. Of course down this side as well, we've got no room, so squeeze those in just on that side. That goes in like that. Then we're going to do the front door. So the door is going to be made up of one of these 4x4s with the clips on. And then we're going to add 1x6 dark green tiles with a 1 stud offset in all of those. So we've got 3 of those together. Then we're going to add a 1x4 black plate at the back there to make it like a door size. Then we stick a 1x2 tile on each end, and then we're going to do the door now. So we get a 1x2 plate with a clip, and then we're going to add in a tooth or a tusk into that clip for the handle. So there's our front door. That then is going to stick into that green bar that we did earlier. So you can see the door is in place now. It opens up. Nice green little door. Then we're going to flip this over, hopefully nothing falls out, and then we've got one of these turntable pieces here, 4x4 rounds. Add that slightly overlapping the actual house and the doorstep that we created like this. And now before we finish off, we bring back in the top here, and you can see the turntable bit there, which is where our black piece is going to connect into, so we can have this house at an angle, so it sits on top like that, which is quite nice. Then we're going to add some more details. So we have a pin like that with a stud on the end. We're going to add a 1x1 with a clip on it, and we're going to add a nice green fish onto the end of that, so why not? And that's going to connect through our Technic piece that we stuck on earlier. So it's going to connect the house to the other bit that was already on there. So now it stops it from wiggling around, so it's just connecting through to this section here. And before we're finished, up the top here we're going to stick a 1x1 round with a pin. I'm going to put sort of a banister, if you like, for our footpath that's going up. Then we get a 1x1 round, and we stick a clip in the top, in the pin. That's going to stick here along our path. Then we get our 4-length rod. We're going to stick a handle piece into each end of that. Stick a Technic claw onto one end, and then a clip into that. That's then going to clip into this pin here. And then into there for your sort of handrail as we move up the path. And that is now the end of our first book and that bag. So now we'll move over to our second book, which is the vertical standing book, which I think is just an indication we're going to be doing the, well, judging by where the build is, we'll probably do the roof next, and then we'll move up to doing the actual tower. So you can see what our experience is going to be here. Bag number 8 is actually, we're going to start the tower first, actually not the roof. Then bag number 9, we're going to continue putting the facade, or put the facade round to make it round for the tower. Bag 10 then is adding more cladding around the outside. Then bag 11 will be actually putting the roof onto the house we've just built. 12 then is more details moving up, and 13 will finish us off with the top of the lighthouse. So let's get cracking with this. Bag 8. It's just one bag. In here, got some new parts here, look, which I've not seen before. This is just one moulded part, which I've not used yet. It's cool. So first up, we've got to bring this back in again, and then we're going to get a couple of 1x2 plates in reddish brown and a 1x3 plate as well, and we're going to stick up here 1x3 across, and we stick the 1x2 across here and across there like that. Then we get to use our first new piece here. We're going to stick some 1x1 bricks just into the white in the top corners here, like that, and that's going to go across here. Then we're going to build out around here, so for that we get a 1x4 with studs on the side, a couple of 1x2s with studs on the side, a couple of 1x1s with studs on the side, and also a 1x2 white brick. So we start here with our 1x1s with studs on the side, go either side here, then our normal white 1x1 brick, and our 1x2 with studs on the side, and our 1x4 goes on there. Oh, nice, Carol. Nice to have brickheads. I haven't built a brickhead for a while. I've got a few to build actually on the side. Then we get some 1x1 by 5s. We also get a couple of 1x1 squished bricks. Stick the squished bricks on top. Here, one goes on there. Another one goes on the other side, just on that. Then we're going to build something else. So we start with a 1x4 white panel piece. Onto the top of that we get a 1x2 with a pin facing inwards. Sticks 1x1s either side of this, just like this. Then a 1x4 in white, regular brick across the top. Then we've got a 1x2, hopefully, with a bar. Clips on that side. Then we get some more 1x1 squish bricks. Let's go either side there. And a downward facing bracket as well, goes on top of our plate facing inwards. Then we get a ladder that's going to stick onto this plate at the back. Push that down, and then with this piece, slide this back in. This is going to go across this side over here. We've got the ladder that's going to help our lighthouse keeper climb up the tower when it's done. Then we get a couple of 1x2 by 5 bricks. We're going to go here and on this side, and we also get a cheese wedge, double cheese wedge in white, which is going to go between them. Probably should have done first. That goes in there, Then we get two 1x6 plates in white, snap them together. It's going to go across these 1x2s to connect them together. Move this over a little bit, like that. Then we're going to do another layer of 1x4s with studs on the side, two of those, and then we've got four 1x2s with studs on the side too. Let's stick the 1x4 on there and on the other side of the archway over there. Then we stick the 1x2s with studs on the side in each corner. Just like that. Then there is the thing about taking these lights, the light piece needs to feed up through the back here, and then we clip this part of the lights into the Technic pin that was on the side, so we're just feeding up the light wires up the tower. Still interested to see how the lights are going to revolve without being tangled up. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes together. Then we get a white upward facing bracket. We're going to add a 1x2 black plate into the back, two of those in fact on top of each other. And then on the front here we're going to stick a red 1x2 red tile. Come back in here, that's going to go into the gap here, just above where we just stuck the wire in. Then we get some black plates, so we get three 1x4 black plates. We've got a 1x6, and we've got two 1x2 black plates. Stick these across here, so we've got 1x4 there, across here, back across this bit. Then we've got our 1x2s just going on the front here, and then our 1x6 goes right across. Hopefully this is right across over that. Then we have another one of our big pieces here, going to stick some 1x1s. I imagine these are in the Rivendell set as well. These look kind of like Rivendell-y kind of thing. Stick those in again. Going to stick that again on this side of our lighthouse, just at the top. And then we get a 1x3 plate in reddish brown, stick that next to it. And we've got a 2x6 that goes across. Then we've got some 1x2 plates. Goes in here. One across this side. Then we've got our 1x4 with studs on the side. Again, another couple of 1x2s. A regular 1x2 white brick. And a couple of medium nugget 1x1s again. I think we're just going to repeat what we did on the last level. So again, some 1x1s going next to this piece. 1x4 here. The regular white 1x2 there. And these ones with the studs on the side go on next to it. Then we get 1x2s by 5s again, two of those, but this time we don't put the squish brick on, we stick a 1x1 plate with a clip on it, with the clip facing inwards. One goes on there, other goes on this side. And then onto that we get some downward facing bracket pieces, and they go on top inwards on our clips that we just added. Then we get another ladder. We stick a 1x4 length bar into the top of that, and then that clips into the clips that we added. Try and do it without dropping it down. So again, we've got the ladder for the lighthouse keeper to move up the tower. Then we do our panel piece again, so we get a 1x4 panel, 1x2 with studs on the side, goes in the middle, a couple of 1x1s either side then, then we'll stick a 1x4 plate right across the top. Then we have a double cheese wedge and some 1x4s again, sorry 1x1s going on. Then on this bracket here we're going to stick another picture, so we get another 2x3. I think this is not quite the last sticker but almost. I'm going to stick that on this tile. So it sticks on this side like this. Not sure who it is, can't quite read that. It's AJ something. There's no note in the instructions either. And we'll bring this back in, and then this is going to go this side of the tower, up the ladder there. Then we get another couple of 1x2x5s, they go on. Also we need a double cheese wedge, which I'll do first this time. Goes in the middle. Another couple of 1x6s snapped together again. These connect these two bricks we just stuck on to level it off. And then we get a 1x4 plate, but this time one of our lights is going to go over here, and then we're going to stick that in position. So it's only got one of them at this stage, so that keeps that in position there. Then we get our 1x4s with studs on the side and 1x2s. Add now again to this level, so 1x4 there. Other side. Then we'll just stick our 1x2s on. Then we'll put some plates on, so 3 1x4s, 1x6 and 2 1x2s. Getting towards the end of this bag now. So stick a 1x4 on there, one across here, and that side, 1x6 across, and then we'll add these 1x2s on just on top of there. So with that done, we'll just move that out of the way. We're going to build a sort of axle piece now. So we get these 9 length Technic pieces. Stick this connector in the middle, stick them together. Stick a connector on each end. And then we'll stick a Technic pin with one of these cross heads and a pin the other side into each end as well. Then one of these Technic cylinders each end. And another set of these pins, plug way in first, then the cross section sticking out, and then we'll stick a connector in one end. This is going to be the mechanism that helps the light turn round. And so you probably can't see is down this side, down here there's a Technic connector, so if we go to the wide camera, so you can't really see it as well here, but there's a little Technic pin connector there, which is the same as we've used on the other end, and so we just stick that in to position there. So it's now running all the full length up there. So now runs the full length of this tower that we've built so far. So that's the end of bag 8. Crack open bag number 9. A large bag, and another bag, a couple of bags here. Lots of white pieces here as we start to do the outside cladding of the tower to make it look more round than square. first up, the instructions are saying, back around here, so the piece of the light that we didn't actually thread through the top is actually going to come through down the back here where we had our fireplace, and we'll insert the end of this light into a Technic brick 1x2 with a round hole, and we'll just squeeze that in there. So now we've got the light at the top. Light at the top here, which is going to the top of the lighthouse, and then this one is going into the fireplace at the bottom. And then we're going to build something now to cover up the back of that fireplace and that light. And for that we get a 4x4 modifier, which is 4 studs showing. We're going to stick a dark tan 1x4 tile across there like that. Flip this over, we're going to stick a 2x2 plate in the corner there in dark tan. And then we get a couple of 1x2 plates. Either side like this. Then we get a 1x2 plate with a bar just going to stick on it, and if we flip this round, then got some leaves. Going to stick some dark green leaf pieces into this leaf piece. This one doesn't want to go on. And then we can attach that to the bar piece there, put it in position. And with that done, we can feed the wire around the loop there, and we can stick this hopefully, if I want to do it without smashing it up. That's now just gone around the back of our chimney to cover the lights up, so I'm just going to the wide camera again. We just added this back section here, and then the wire's now running around the back up here, and we'll probably enclose this as well in a second to get it out of the way. Then we stick another leaf piece on top of this bar that's sticking out the back, where we've just threaded the wire through to keep it in, keep the wire in position, stop it from popping out. And then we're going to build some more. So we get a 2x8 in dark tan, stick a 2x2 plate on the ends, and a 2x6 in white next to that. Then we've got a 1x2 sloped piece, goes on the ends, and a dark tan curved piece goes next to it. Then we stick 2 of these white 2x3 curved pieces next to each other, and we finish off with one of these pieces, which I never know the name of, on top there. So you can see how it's curving there. Then we get a large plate in white, add that on to the bottom. Ooh, I'll do it without smashing everything up. So just feed that across the bottom like this. Then we spin it round, and we're going to add a 1x4 plate. It's going to go into the bottom with a 2-stud hangover there. That then is going to go feed into covering up our wires here, hopefully. Is a little fiddly. careful when you get the wire the wrong side. That's it. Go that way. That's it. So now we've just threaded the wire through carefully here and then covered it up with this piece of cladding there. Seems to have worked. Now we'll do a longer cladding piece, so we get a 2x3 plate. We're going to stick a 2x2 round plate onto that, and then we'll stick 2 of these 2x3s back to back to create a curve like this. Then we get a large white piece. We've got 2 also plates here. We're going to add a 2x16 plate on this side, and the shorter, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So the 1x12s here, 2x16 there. Then we're going to add a 1x2 plate just in there. I'll then see us put another curved piece here and one of these funny pieces on this bit with a double cheese wedge somewhere just in front. Then a couple more of our curved pieces. Then we do the same again, stick a 1x2 plate in, but just put it this side this time. Curved pieces here and here, on this side. Then we do the same with the double cheese wedge and one of our funny pieces on there. Then we're going to get a couple of 2x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2x10 plates. I'm going to stick these on the overlap like that, and we'll flip this over. We'll add a reddish brown 2x4 at the ends, and then a 1x4 plate on this side as well. Flip it back over, then going to add 5 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more this side, and a 1x2 plate like this. Then to finish it off, stick the rest of our curved pieces in. Like that. That's going to go above the piece that we just stuck in, so it's going to cover up all this lighting over this side. Just need to make sure that's all the wires are hidden, and then we can add these in. So that's now covered up all that wires that we're showing now. So then we do another piece of cladding for the other side. So for that we get one of these 4x10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. On it we're going to add a 2x4 reddish brown plate and then a 2x16 white plate. On the ends we add 2 yellow corner plates. They're going to attach to our reddish brown one like this. Then we'll add our first curved pieces to this. Then we're going to add some 1x12, I think, white plates to the ends, so overlap like that. And we have another curved piece goes on here. Just one of our 1x2 plates on there, and the double cheese wedge. Same on this side. We've got 5 more of these, and one of those, 2 of those in fact. So these go again here and here. Then we just stick our curved pieces on. Then we're going to add this massive plate here, this 6x10, right across. Was it 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Yeah, 10. Flip it over. Then we're going to add our 1x4 plates either side, and our longer ones again. And our 2x4s in the middle there. Flip this over. We're going to then add a dark tan plate, 6x8 all the way down there. Then we stick another 2x4 in the middle there. Then we've got 2 of these red 1x14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1x12 red plates all the way down, and then at the end we're going to stick a 2x2 round plate like that. We're also going to add light bluish grey 1x2s there, and there. Then with that done, we can continue with our sort of cladding on the outside. Stick these double cheese wedges just in front of these plates. Do a couple more curved pieces here and here. And at the end we stick some 2x6s either side of these red plates, and then we stick some dark tan 1x2 plates on the ends, and we stick some 1x2 bricks in the middle there. Then we add also a 2x8 dark tan plate across the middle. Onto that we stick a couple of curved bricks. Then we stick a 1x6 plate and a 1x4 plate next to it. Then we've got a 2x4 slightly curved piece that's going to go in this gap here. Then the 2x3 goes on here. This funny piece goes into this gap, hopefully. And then we've got double cheese wedges in dark tan that go either side at the ends. Then onto this gap we've got these wedge pieces here, and add these rocks onto the base there. And this one is going to go on our cliff edge facing over this side. Filling, little fit. push that all the way down. So if we go to the wide camera, let's give you a look. It's now gone all the way up this side as well. We've got a little rock forming into the cliff there as well. Still got a gap on this side. We've also done the cladding on that side. Still have a gap on this side as well. So let's get on to the next bit. So our next bit, we get a 6x4 plate. We're going to put a double white cheese wedge at the top. Then we stick a 2x8 right across there. And we stick another one across like this. Then we get a brick, which is 2x8. Stick that on across. Another 6x4 plate underneath that. 2x8 plate there, and then we've got double cheese wedges. Double cheese wedges that go on. 3 on this side. 3 on the other. And on the ends we stick some double cheese wedges, but dark tan ones this time. Just like that, and then we get some 1x4s in whites. These go in as well, side and the other side. And with that done, we get these are curved bricks again. 2 of these go on that end. Then we also get a 1x2 plate. I'm going to stick that in just at the top there as well. And another curved piece, one of these. Double cheese wedge again. Another curved piece there. And another 1x2 plate goes on here. Then at the end we get some dark tan curved pieces and stick these across. Then on here we're going to stick some leaves just to cover up these studs like that. This piece is going to go on this side, just at the bottom, coming up from the cliff. Then we go on this side and we're going to add some foliage as well, so we get a leaf, large leaf, olive coloured. Stick a dark green leaf on the side there, one on here and an extra one. We're going to add that just to the outside of the lighthouse on this side with some foliage going up, and then finish this off. We get a rock and a cheese wedge there. That's going to then get added to, we've got some more cheese wedges as well. Add this to the bottom of our lighthouse. So just added these in down the bottom here. So that's the end of bag number 9. So we've just done cladding on the outside here, one bottom bit here and this side. Bag 10 will continue the cladding at the other side of the lighthouse. Let's crack these open. So if you remember, there's 13 sets of bags in this set, so we're up to bag 10, so we haven't got too far to go. Oh. Just dropped one of our curved pieces on the floor. Yes, we should be done reasonable time today. We need to build 2 of these at the same time, so we'll do them together. So we start with a 2x3 and stick a 1x4 in dark tan across the top. Then into those we're going to stick some 2x2 modified studs on the side. Go in there and there. Then we're going to add a 2x2 tan plate into the middle, and also some dark bluish grey 1x8 plates. Then go on the side like this and feed down like so. Then we get 8 of these 1x2 modified, and we run 4 down each side with a slight overlap at the bottom. One like that, and then we do the same on this one. Like this, and then we get another 1x4. This time we stick a 2x2 round into the middle, and then that goes, it connects the two ends like that. Then we're going to add some details now to these edges, these side studs. So we need 6 double cheese wedges in white. 6. Again, we need this for each side, so missing one. There's another one. There it is. We need 4 single cheese wedges in white for each. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got our bullion bar type pieces, 2 of those each. So first up we stick the bullion bar pieces at the bottom, then we stick a single cheese wedge, then our doubles, 3 of those, a single again. Let's repeat that on the other side. So we end up with something like that. So we just need to do another one of those, same pattern. On that side. Then with those done, we're going to add some more plates. So we need a couple of 2x2s. We need 4 1x4s in tan. Sorry, 1x5s even. I'll get used to their 1x5s, and a dark tan 1x4 too. So we're going to stick the 2x2 at the top, 1x4 underneath, and our 1x5s run down the middle like that. Just repeat that for this side. Then with that done, we're going to stick our curved pieces, 2 of these at the top. that, and then we've got the smaller curved pieces, and we need 6 of these, so 3 down this side, 3 down the other. Same on this one. And with those done, we're going to stick these. One goes on this side, the lighthouse, and then the other goes on the opposite side. Like that. Then we're going to put some windows in the gaps that we have. So for the person white camera, these on this side, so we've got a gap here, and then the same on this side. We're going to build little windows now that are going to insert into those. 2 lots of these. So we start with these dark or these brown window frames. Going to stick the insert glass in. Then into the bottom we stick a black bracket piece, and then we've got these little triangle tiles. These into the bottom like that. Then we get some 2x2 modified with 2 studs, again in brown. I'm going to stick these mud guards into those 2 studs, like this. Then into the top of that, we're going to stick these bracket pieces. Into there and there. That's then going to go on top of our roof, like that and like that. That's it for those, and then we can insert them now into the white camera. And insert these now into this gap. Fiddly. 2 studs at the top, 2 studs at the bottom. Same here as well. There's the windows going on that side. Then we've got to cover up these studs that are at the top here. So for that we're going to get 4 of these curved pieces and 2 tan plates, and just stick these into the plate, and then these are just going to a bit above our window section. One on that side, one on that side. Then we put that to the side, and now we're going to build another 2 more cladding pieces. So we start with a 2x2 plate and a 2x3. Stick them on top of each other. Then we stick a 1x4 at the bottom. Then we stick these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 1x10 plates either side here. Our usual curved pieces at the top. run some 1x5 plates then down each of these legs. Then we're going to get these 1x8s with the sliders on, add these in each side. And then we're going to add these more smaller curved pieces. So we've got 3 of these down each of these legs, so 6 goes on each. One. And that one. So with that done, we can add these above the windows we just added. Now we'll just add it up, so again in another lot of cladding on the outside. Then we'll do the windows again. But before we get to the windows, we're going to get white bullion bar pieces. We're going to add them to the middle studs that we've got going on here. There we'll do our windows. So again, a couple of brown frames, glasses in. Then we've got our black brackets. Then we stick our pointy pieces in. Then we get our 2x2 modified again. Hey William, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm enjoying the build so far. It's not a bad set. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Be cool once the light's going around as well. We'll just add the top of our windows again. We'll just insert them like we did before into our gaps we've got here. This side and this one on that side. So the windows are now inserted, and we'll do what we did again last time. So get some 2x2s and our curved pieces, which goes above our windows. We also get to add some 1x2 plates to the ends as well. And these are going to go fill in the gaps above like that. So that's the end of bag 10. So if I show you that now wide again, see, done another row here with some windows, covered all of that up on that side. Same on this side, still got the light sticking out here. So next in bag 11 we're actually going to go back to the house and do the roof for the house for 11, and then we'll probably finish off with the light bit at the top. So let's crack open bag 11 and we'll do the roof, which you can see is dark red. Bag 11 of 13. So we've got a 1x8 again with a slider. We're going to add some 2x16s to that with a 1 stud gap from each end. We'll repeat that then on the other side. Stick either a 1x8 with the slider on. There's the base of our roof. We'll stick a 1x2 plate in the gap here to level it off on each end. And flipping it over, we get 4 1x2 plates with handles connecting here in each corner. And then we get some 1x1 round plates in tan colour. They're going to go on the inside here in each corner as well. Then we get our first 2 dark red 2x4 slate pieces. Can add these in down to this corner. Then we add another couple of 1x2 handles into those slopes. Maybe there's like guttering or something like that. Then we have a 1x4 brick, goes in the middle with a 1 stud gap, and we get 2 Erling bricks in dark bluish grey, and we get dark red cheese wedges. Stick them into the front of our Erling brick. And that goes on either side of our 1x4. Make something like this. Spin this round. We'll end the sides with a sloped 1x2 white brick each end as well. Then on the inside here we're going to get some 1x4 log bricks and 2 of these arch bricks as well. Run these log bricks down from these round plates. Then our arch bricks go across the middle there like that. Then we're going to stick 4 1x2 plates, 1, 2, 3, 4 in white. They're going to go cover up our tan plates that we stuck on earlier. Then we get another 4 tan 1x1 rounds. Also get a masonry brick and 4 squished 1x1 bricks. Put the squished bricks on these plates and we add our tan 1x1 rounds again on top of them. Then our masonry brick goes in the middle of this end. Just like that. Then we get some more of our dark red slope bricks and our white ones. Put the white ones in this side. And a couple of handle bricks going in as well, but also this time we have 1x1 with a thick ring as well. Is it 2 of those? 2 of those. Where's the other one? So we'll stick the thick ring in under there, and a handle piece. So it looks like that. Then we get a 2x4 white plate, and we also have somewhere these corner bricks here. So put the corner bricks in first, then we stick our 2x4 in there as well, so the roof's going to be able to stick out slightly. And then we stick 2x2 plates into the gaps. It looks like a porchway like this at the front. Then we have a window piece that's going to have an insert. Which I can't see. Where's the insert? What else do we need? We need 4 sloped bricks as well, and another masonry brick. And for some reason I can't see. There's the insert hiding underneath. So that window goes this other side into the attic. Masonry brick continues on this side. Then of course we continue the sloped bricks outside of the roof. Gives us another layer as we move up. Then with that done, we're going to do another layer of sloped bricks. So we get 5 2x4s and some single slopes as well. Add the single slopes into our corners here and on this side. 2 of them together on that side. Then our 2x4s go on. Even when I throw them on the floor. This one goes right across this side. So our roof starts to come up on that side. Then we're going to add a couple of log bricks, and we have a squished 2x2 as well plate, which is going to go in the middle at the front. Log bricks just go on top of the arches in the middle there as well, just to be a bit more support. Then we have another couple of these corner dark red bricks and a couple of 1x2 slope bricks. Stick the slope bricks at the front, back to back, and then just add these corner ones at the top like that, so you can see how the roof is going there. So next up then, we're going to add some more white sloped pieces, 2 of those, and we also have a 1x1 with a stud, oh sorry, 1x2 with a stud, and a couple of 1x2 plates. Add the 1x2 plates to our sloped bricks. They're going to sit at the front on this porchway kind of thing, and we're going to stick our 1x2 with that stud on as well. Then we'll get 6 2x4s and 4 1x2 slopes. I'm going to add another roof layer now. Add these all the way across. And then we're going to add another 4 white sloped bricks to finish. Sorry, 2 actually, not 4. Go at the front here, and then we've got one of these triangle pieces. Goes on just to give us this sticky out porch bit there, which is quite cool. Then across the top here in the middle, we're going to add 14 1x2 dark red jumper tiles right the way across the full length of the roof. That gone right across there. Then we're going to add 4 more 1x2, so we're just going to add the white slopes to the ends of the roof. Just to bring that up to level. And then to finish the effect of the roof across, it's not just going to end up with these jumpers, we're going to put these semicircle tiles right the way across now. So 14 of these on these jumper tiles, try and line them up best you can. So yeah, just run that across the top to finish that part of the roof off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a white jumper tile. We'll have a white triangle piece like this. Do 2 of these. One goes this end of the roof, the other one goes on this front porchway here, and then with that one stud we've got this printed tile. This is the name of the lighthouse, and that sticks above that doorway. Then this end we're going to have a chimney, so we're going to stick a masonry brick with a white 1x2 plate. Goes on the top and the bottom. Then we add more jumper tiles across here, like that, and we'll stick that on the end there to give us a little bit of a chimney for our stove underneath. Then to finish off the chimney though, we get a 2x2 round plate. We're going to add 2 1x1 round bricks, insert a 1x1 round with a pin, and then a feather comes out the top to give us a little nod to some smoke coming out. And it's going to go on top of our chimney there like that. And then just to finish off for the porchway, we've got this mud guard here. We're going to stick a 1x1 plate with a clip on one side and a tan coloured 1x1 round that side, and we'll insert that into this gap underneath here to give that nice little touch for a doorway. Then of course into that excuse me, my voice gone. Into that clip we stick a pearl gold lantern with a trans yellow 1x1 round, so have a nice lantern hanging down. So if we bring back in our lighthouse, this is going to be the roof now that goes over this section here. Then we can just clip that into position. I think that's the end of that bag 11. So we go to the wide camera. The lighthouse looks like now with the roof, with this nice little lantern doorway, chimney with some smoke coming out, and the red really pops off the rest of it. And again, I wish it was red and white stripes, but I know some people can modify it. So let's do bag 12 then. We'll add another sort of height to this before we do bag 13, which is the top with the actual light itself. So our penultimate bag. Give us some more height to the lighthouse. First off, we start with one of these pieces again. This time we're going to stick some 1x1 squish bricks into the top. Here and here. Bringing this back in. This is then going to stick across this side of our build. Then we get a 1x2 plate. We also get a 1x1 with stud on the side. Stick that on the plate like this. Then we're going to get a 1x1 round dark bluish grey plate, and we also get a 1x1 plate with a clip that sits on top. Then a downward facing bracket piece somewhere. There's a downward facing bracket piece, there it is. That goes on top of our clip on this side. Then we have an upward facing bracket piece that goes on top this side. And another 1x1 round plate. Then we're going to stick a monkey wrench, if I can find it, a tool that's going to go into our clip. It's probably right in front of me and I just can't see it. There it is. That's then going to go into the clip there. In case the lighthouse needs fixing, I guess. That's going to stick that up there. This is going to go sec. Just need to modify this piece there. I want the wire inside that piece this time. Just stick that. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Just sticking that in there. Just had to undo this wire because it was underneath this plate, so it needs to hang free up here like this. Then we're going to add some more plates, so we get a 2x6 plate goes across here. We have a 1x2. Oh, that'll just thrown all the way to the bottom. We have a spare one. If not, I'm going to have to get that back. So 1x2 goes on there. Then we stick a 1x3 across this side. Then we get a 1x3 brick. We have a 1x1 with a stud on the side and a 1x2 white brick. We'll stick the stud on the side here. Then a 1x2. Then a 1x3 brick runs across that section. Then we get a 1x4 with studs on the side. It's going to run across here with some 1x2s with studs on the side on the other sides. Then we get a 1x3 tile. That's going to go over our 1x3 here. And then we get a double cheese wedge in white, which is going to go in the middle there. Then we get a 2x3 dark tan plate. We're going to stick two of our curved pieces together like that. That's going to stick upside down on the front over here. Then just slide that over a moment. We get a panel piece. Going to stick that into a 1x4 brick in white. Goes in the bottom, and then a 1x4 goes in the top as well. Then we've got some 1x1s in black with clips. Goes on this side, one on that side. Then a 1x2 plate in the middle. And with that done, that's going to go across this side of our tower like this. And we need to have the wire there, which I'll put back in a minute. Whoa. That's a technical piece. Come back. Then we're going to get a 4-length bar, again, stick that in a ladder. We'll stick our wire this side, using the ladder, keeping it in position, just like that. Then we get two reddish brown 1x2 plates, slap them together. We've got a dark tan sloped brick somewhere, there it is, stick that on top. Then a 1x1x3 brick goes on top. We have a black downward facing black bracket goes on there. We slide this round. The piece we just made is going to go over here. That's it. It's going to go on just like that there. Then we get a 1x1x5. We're going to stick another bracket downward facing in a black bracket on top. It's going to go on this side here. Slide that out again. We get some of these 1x2 or 1/3 studs on the side. Stick three of them together and stick a 1x6 plate all the way down. Then we're going to stick these 2x2 curved pieces, which are slightly smaller than the other ones, like this, and then this is going to stick on, move this over a bit, going to stick on these two studs, just like that. Do the same again to the other side, that wall. And then that goes on this side. Then we do our window again, so brown frame, glass, black bracket, stick our roof pieces in here. Then we've got our 2x2 modified again, mudguard goes on. And this time we top it with a 2x2 white tile that goes on top of our roof. And with that in place, we can then stick this into our gap we've got here. So that's another window in place. Then across the top we'll stick a 1x6 plate. Then we'll put some black plates. We've got 1x6 black and we've got 4 1x2 plates. So we'll just add these to the top to level it off. Then we've got a 1x4 with studs on the side, brick that goes on there, and then some 1x1s with 2 studs on the corners, which go on either end. Then we get some more 1x4s with studs on the side, and this time we actually stick some 1x1 round plates either end of those studs. Like that. And then these go this side and this side. Then we'll finish off with 1x1s with studs on the corners again. This side and that side. Then we get this Technic piece here. We're going to stick these Technic pieces with loops on to each side like this, and we'll stick some black Technic pins into each of these. Then we'll stick Technic bricks, so the white ones, sorry, brown ones, 1x1s with the holes in. They clip like that. And then we'll stick that in our gap on this side. Then we get a 12 length rod. We're going to feed that down this gap here into the mechanism which is coming up from the other side, just to extend that further. Push that to the side, and then we'll build two of these cladding pieces together. So we'll get two 2x3s together. We get these 1x3 curved pieces. Just going to go in to the middle stud on either side. Then we're going to stick these 2x3s in. One, do the other one. Then if we flip this over, we get some corner yellow plates on one end. Stick them back to back, and then a 2x4 plate. Do that again. Then we can flip this over and we can add another 4 of our curved pieces to each. Then with those done, slide this back in. This is going to cover up the other sides of the lighthouse. Sure. How it's supposed to go on. Push that back down. So that's that cladding part done. Then at the top we get two 1x2 reddish brown pieces again. We've got 2x2 modifiable studs on the side, and we've got our skinnier curved pieces. Stick these at the back, and our 1x2 plates at the front. These actually then go above the windows you've added. A lot of rotation in this set. It goes above there. Then we get 4 1x1 round plates again. And we stick these on this side. Then we get some dark bluish grey curved pieces for these. We've got 4 reddish brown 1x2 plates as well, and we also have these cheese wedge ones as well, 4 of those. And we need to stick the reddish brown piece into those and create 4 of these pieces. Then with those done, we're going to add these in 2 of these on this side. Ooh, I'll spin this round. 2 on this side as well. Just getting ready for the top of the lighthouse, I think now. Then we get 2 1x6 plates and stick a 1x2 reddish brown in each of those, and again stick our dark bluish grey curved bricks to make something like this. I'll probably need to open up the bottom of the lighthouse in a minute and retrieve that 1x2 reddish brown plate I dropped earlier, and this is going to fit into this side hopefully. And this one will go in this side here. We've got this dark bluish rim now at the top ready for our lighthouse. Then we get a 2x4, we're going to stick a 2x2 in the middle, 1x4 plates come off either side. Then we'll stick a 1x3 plate underneath that. Then we need our 1x2 plate, which I dropped earlier, which is probably in the bottom somewhere. So let's see. Just retrieve that from the bottom. Stick that onto there like that. Then we've got some tan 1x2 round pieces. Just go on the end of each of our fingers here. Then we stick another set of 1x2 round ends, and a squished 2x2 brick goes in the middle. Then we've got these 2x3s curved pieces that go on. Then we're going to add a window into that. We've got a smaller window this time. Stick some glass in there. We'll stick a bullion bar piece on top. Black bracket into the base again with our pointy bits. That then goes into the middle here as our window, and then either side of that window we've got these 2x4 slate bricks, sort of shallower than the others. Then we get a 2x6 plate, stick a 2x4 into it, got a 2x2 plate, or tile sorry, and then these curved pieces on either side. That then connects to the base of the window like this, and then that. Then also, before we finish that, we've got this inverted curved piece that sits at the top. This then fits in hopefully into the top of that there. So that's the end of bag 12. So I'll just show it again wide camera. You can see now we've built right up. We've got these levels all the way up, and we've started to see this dark bluish grey bit. So this last bag that we're about to do, he's going to do the top of the lighthouse with a spinning light. We've got some garage doors and some glass pieces now. So, let's slide that out of the way, back over the last bag. 2 sets of bags in this last part. Cool seagull piece in this as well. Good to see a seagull being used. Also, I realised in the week that the bits we did down here, this is probably going to be a seagull's nest, and these white dots are like bird poo, I think, on the cliff, which is again a nice touch. So, final bag then. First up, we need this massive piece, which is going to be the base for what we're going to do, and we need two 1x2 blue plates, and we need two 1x2 reddish brown ones with bars on. And we stick these into the middle here, like that. Then we get 4 of these wedge pieces. These then go into each corner. Like that. Then we get 4 2x4s. Then we also get 4 1x2s. Like these wheel use to build a car. Pins to stick wheels on. I'm going to stick these together in this fashion. And then these go between our wedges with these parts sticking outwards. Then with that in place, we're going to put some tiles on. So we get 4 1x6 black tiles. And then we've got these triangle pieces as well. Again, 4 of these. So the triangles go in the corners here. And we have 1x6 goes all the way across, like that. Then we can add this now already to the top of our lighthouse. Just get the orientation right. And this attaches on the top here like this, I think. Stand up for this bit. That sticks on like that. Then we get 8 1x2 curved pieces in black. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to attach this now to this actual tower in these gaps. All the way round. Just like that. Then we're going to get 6 of these macaroni pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 corner tile. I'm going to stick that down here. And we add these macaroni pieces. Just around here, so we've got 2 layers of these. They go on there. Then we get a 1x1 with a clip, 4 squished bricks, and 1 more squished. squished. There's the last one, and we also get the reddish brown plate with a clip. We get the 1x1 with the clip and the plate clip, stick them on top of each other, then a squished brick. Then we stick the other 3 squished bricks together. Squished brick goes on the end, and then the ones with the clip goes on that side. Then we get 2 jumper tiles, 2 1x1 with curved pieces, and then we get 3 round tiles. We stick the jumper one on here, one there, 1x2 curved this side. Then we cover up these other studs with these tiles. Then we'll put that to the side a moment. We'll then get a 2x2 round inverted piece. We'll get a 1x2 plate with a slider on, 1x2 plate with a bar on it, 2x2 curved piece, a gold paddle piece, and a gold 1x1. So into the inverted piece we stick the bar piece and the slider. Then on the slider we stick paddle 1x1 round, and then we stick our curved piece on top to form a piece like this. This then clips into our clips that we have here, like this. Then we're going to add some Technic bits, so we need a Technic cog, an axle, one of these connectors, stick the axle into that with our cog. That sticks into the top of our motor that's running all the way up. Then we'll put that to the side. More Technic pieces to go, so one of these pieces here and one of these, we insert into there so it can spin round. Then we get one of these pieces and we're going to stick 2 of these loop pieces into the front and the back. Front and back like this. That's then going to line up with this. Then we get another one of those pieces. You're going to stick a 6 length rod in each side. There's one, there's the other. Then we're going to stick a spacer to these pieces all the way down, like this. Another one of these pieces there. And we stick another connector piece on the other side to stop it from sliding off. So now that's attached there. Then to finish off this side, we stick another spacer piece all the way down. And another one, these pieces go down, so now that's all connected and can spin. Then into this side we add one of these Technic pin pieces into the base here, got an angled connector on. Then we get a Technic pin, 2 of these pins with studs on the ends, and also some connectors in gold. We're going to stick these either end. connector is going to go in the middle of these, facing down like that. Then we bring this back in, and our light needs to go into that hole there, facing up. And that goes into our plates that have bars sticking out, so that sticks in the middle there. You can see how that's going to rotate round with the light in the middle. Then we slide that out again. Get one of these pieces here, we're going to stick a 2x2 plate in the middle, and we're going to get a larger piece like this, stick that in, stick a 1x2 with an angled clip piece. On top of that we get a 2x2 here, and another hinge piece, and we get a double cheese wedge in reddish brown. Then we're going to run two 1x3 jumper tiles on the edge. Put that to the side. Have another inverted 2x2 round. We're going to stick a 1x2 curves ends on that, and another 1x2 with a graduated hinge. 2x2 plate on top to connect them together, and then a 2x3 plate on top of that. We're then going to stick what gives us the light, I think, is this metallic mirror piece. Peel that off. That's going to angle the light for us. It's going to be our mirror. That can then, with the hinge piece, clip in there, angled like this. By the side of that we're going to stick black panel pieces onto our jumper like that, and then on top we have this lens piece here which will clip in, give us sort of the light bulb effect. Slide this back in then. This can then clip into the top there. Now we'll slide that out of the way. We've got to put the glass that's going to go around the top of our lighthouse. So we get these two semicircle pieces together, connect them with a squished 2x2 in the middle there. Stick two 2x2 modified next to that, just to ensure that they're stuck together. Then onto those we're going to stick some upward facing 1x2 brackets, and in the corners we'll stick 1x1 round tile pieces. Like this. We'll also stick a 2x4 tile in the middle, and either side here we get some 1x2 round ends again. And with that in place we get these curved pieces. We're going to stick a 1x2 tile, stick two of them together to make this curved piece. Let's make pieces around today. Then we add a 1x1 round to the ends of each one, and then we can push these into this bracket piece to create a full circle going round. Now with that in place we stick some 1x2 black jumpers each side here and on this side. Then we get 22 garage pieces. It's like the same as we used in our stream before when we did the train station roof. So we've got to stick all these together, 22. glass for the lighthouse at the top. One more piece to go. So that's all of them stuck together. We're then going to stick them together to make a circle, hopefully. And if we bring this back in, then we can start to stick these into the 2x2 and the jumper tile. Us almost. There we go. So just stick those in, makes us this nice circle, which is cool. Then if we flip it over, we're going to add a squish brick again to the bottom, in the middle, and this time we're going to stick an axle piece into the centre, like that. That then goes in upside down into the top. Again into the jumper tile and the pieces we already stuck, so that just slides in quite easily. And then we're going to do the top. So we get this dish here, we're going to add a dome to the top there, and then we'll add a musketeer. Oh, not quite a musketeer, we need to add a 1x1 round first with a hole in it, then put a musketeer in the top. Then we can add that onto the axle to finish off the top of our lighthouse. So that's kind of the lighthouse done. We just need to do the fence now that goes around the top to stop people from falling off. So we get 3-length bar, we'll stick that into a clip piece with one of these Technic pieces here, and we'll stick a 1x1 round into the top. To make one of those, we've got to make 4 of these, so let's just make another 4. Then what the instructions haven't been very good at telling us is that we need to stick another one on top there, so we get 2 lots running across here. Then with that done, we can stick 2 pipes in to start forming the fence. We're going to stick these together. Like this, and then of course we need to hopefully rotate this round. Something like this, which is probably not quite right, but when we clip it into place, clipping into the car pieces we stuck in earlier. Like that. Then some finishing touches we need to do, not sure about that. Rotating a bit, we need to add a barrel piece with a fish in. It's going to go on our dock down the bottom here. And then our seagull, we're going to stick onto this rock piece here, looking down, probably trying to steal the fish. So that's our completed set. Of course we have the fishing boat as well, which we had earlier. So let's just dock that in there, and there we go. So we go to the wide camera so you can get a look at. So you can see we've got the dock here, we've got the lighthouse. I'll just squeeze it in a bit more. Lighthouse now completely done with this fence piece, which doesn't seem to be sticking particularly well, but probably will get better the longer it stays in position. There's a fence around there, and then you can kind of see that. So if we do flip it on, of course the lights are on here, so you can't quite see it as bright, but you can see there is a light that comes, rotates round. Of course the bulb stays central in the middle, but then it's got the reflective piece that we stuck in there to light it up. And inside here as well we do have, I don't know if you'll see it on the camera, see the little fire that's glowing as well inside from the other light bulb that went inside as well. So it's quite cool usage of the bulb there. Then we can just flip that off like so. So let's go to the main camera. So here we go. I'll turn it on again so you can see a bit more of the light, but you can see how this is all come together now, and actually quite tall it is, but this is what the light looks like from the top. You can see it shining through. So if I turn the lights off, it would probably look pretty bright and pretty cool. So pleased with that. So that's all of the set constructed now. And as I said, next week you can join me same time on Sunday, and we'll be picking up the Indiana Jones Temple of the Idol. So if you want to check that out, watch out for me posting that after this stream onto the channel, and hit that notify button if you want to be notified when we go live next Sunday at 2 PM British Summer Time. And of course, if you haven't done so and you did enjoy the stream, do hit that like button so that others get to see it. And if you haven't subscribed, then do subscribe and hit that subscribe button at the same time so you can be notified about up and coming videos. So I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm going to go away now and figure out where I'm going to put this set, because I'm not too sure where I'm going to put it. Probably display it somewhere. But hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a great build, so if you haven't got it and it looks good to you, then I would certainly snap it up, because it's quite cool with the light mechanism and the details. We'll probably do a review on this as well in the future as well to give a closer look. So whatever you're doing for the rest of your Sunday, enjoy yourself, and you can join me next Sunday for that Indiana Jones set as well. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. See you then.